Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be doing my January TBR for 2023, which sounds kind of crazy and way too like futuristic to me. But I'm very excited to share this TBR with you. I'm doing a way more low-key TBR for this month. December was not my friend this year. I had a really bad cold. I don't even know if it was a cold. Like, it was just not fun. I was just sick for like 2 weeks straight right before Christmas, and I was planning, I had like a week off, and I was, well, like 2 weeks off, and I was gonna read a ton, and then I just got this like sickness and couldn't read, couldn't function. Like, all I could do was just like lazy around all day. It was horrible. But now I'm feeling a lot better, and I just didn't read as much as I wanted to in December, and it really made me like disappointed in myself, but that's okay. So I have a way more low-key TBR for January. So the first two books are historicals, and these were on my December TBR, but I don't care. I really just want to get to them, and that's Yours Until Dawn by Teresa Medeiros and Ransom by Julie Garwood. I really want to get to these two books. Yours Until Dawn is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, so I'm very excited for this. An historical romance. And then Ransom, I think, is just a Highlander romance, and I really love Julie Garwood, so I'm excited to read this. And then I have The Marriage Effect by Carlos Renson. This is a marriage of convenience romance, and the hero has is the legal guardian to his 4 younger sisters, and so it's kind of like single parent a little bit, so I'm excited to read this. I loved the Ward Sister series, and so this is the older brother's book, and I'm very excited for this. I am just dying to read that. And then I have In the Weeds by B.K. Borison. This is a small town romance, second chance. And I heard that it's just really fun, a great read, very hilarious, especially with like the meddling small towners in the town, and I'm just very excited to read this. And I really want to read the first book, but I don't know, is it okay to read it out of order? I really want to read this one over the first book, but I still want to read everything the way I'm supposed to in the series order. And then I have a fantasy romance that I really want to read, and that is The Serpent and the Wings of Ruin. I have heard really good things about this. Jess from Peace Love Books, she read this for a reading blog and really loved it. It's a fantasy romance, and I think the heroine and hero have to go through like trials or something like that. And she said she really loved it, and it was a slow burn. There's like a big twist in the ending, so I'm very excited to read this. I am in the fantasy mood. Like, I really want to continue on with the Black Dagger Brotherhood series too, so like, I'm just in the fantasy mood. And then I have Parallel by Elle O'Rourke. This is a kind of like weird, fun, like, it's a weird, unique romance. And so our heroine has like dreamed of this guy for years and years. And she's like, why am I dreaming of this person? And then she meets him in real life. And I think she is engaged to somebody else, if I can remember correctly. I'm not sure. Stuart Anderson. Oh, maybe he's the one who's been dreaming of her. I don't know. Or maybe they've been both dreaming of each other. I don't know. But I think it's like time travel or something like that. It's pretty short, and people say it's really amazing, so I really want to read this. And then some of these books are from my TBR of December, but I just really want to get to them because I need to read them. The next one is 5 Rounds by Nikki Castle. This is a hate to love romance. The hero is an MMA fighter. They're roommates. And I've heard it's really good. So, and oh, I think she is also a fighter too. So I think there's going to be like some scenes where they're like practicing together, which I really love. So I'm very excited to get to read this. And then I really need to read Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. I just really need to get to this book. I really want to continue on with the series. Like, the latest book just came out, so I need to continue on. I don't even know what this is about, but I just know I need to read it to continue on with the series. And then I have Give Me More by Sarah Kate. This is the next book in the Salacious Players Club series, the third book. And I think it's like a menage romance. So our heroine and hero and our other hero, like the heroine and hero are married, and the other hero is like their best friend. And I think they like have a thing together. And it's supposedly really spicy and fun. Oh, I think they're like cross-country road tripping, touring other like clubs. So I'm excited to read this. It sounds really good and like messy and complicated. So I'm very excited to read this. And then I have Balance by Lucia Franco. So I've already read Balance. I've already read the whole Off Balance series, but some creators... So I've already read Balance, this book here, and I've read the whole series, but I read it a while ago, and some creators on BookTube are doing a read-along of this. I think it's Ohei McKay. I think she is one of the hosts. I can't remember, but I'll link it down below. But I was like, ooh, okay, well, I haven't read this series in a really long time, and I got the whole series for Christmas because I've been waiting years to buy it because I wanted like the editions where it was like the original editions, and so I'm very excited to have this, and I just really want to reread this series because it's been a while and I have the whole series now in my hands. So I'm very excited to dive back into the series and reread it. It's one of my favorite series. It's very messy, very like not creepy, it's just like kind of weird, but it's like dark, it's very forbidden, very taboo, huge age gap, very fun. The heroine and hero, like she's a gymnast and he's her coach, so it's very good, and it goes up to them going to like the Olympics together, and I loved it. I ate it up. It was so good. And then the last book I have on my TBR is Hidden Pictures by Jason Rakluk. I don't know how to say his last name, but this is a thriller, and I really want to read something spooky, kind of creepy, thrillery, in January. So I want to read this. This is about, I think the main character, she's like a nanny, and she is nannying this boy who starts writing these like really creepy pictures, and it may or not be true. It may be like real things that happened. So it sounds really creepy, and I'm excited to read it. But that is the end of this TBR. I hope you enjoyed seeing my TBR for January. This is very loose. Like, I'm not forcing myself to stick to this, but it's if like the feeling of, you know, when you don't know what to read and you're like, oh, I don't have anything to read, and then I have like my TBR, so I'll just come back to this, but also like mood read of like books I'm in the mood for, because that's what I like to do. But that is the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon.